Hey, David,
Yes.
I heard you're not dying no more. You're not CPAP.
Nope, I'm just Dave now.
So what happened with that CPAP? You don't need it? You can breathe?
I can breathe and not die.
Can you breathe right now? Nice. Nice. What do you need CPAP for? When you sleep?
Yeah, so I don't, stop breathing.
Oh, yeah. That kind of sucks sometimes when you do that. Stone Cold Steve Austin, he had a CPAP machine too. He talks about it on his podcast. He says everybody should get it tested.
Does he filter beer with it?
Yeah, he brews his own beer. But he said everybody get tested if you think you got a problem with that. And I got a test here. I got this game here. I don't know if you ever heard about it. It's called Dope Wars.
Sounds familiar, but I don't know if I've ever actually played it.
You sure you ain't never played this Dope Wars?
I cannot honestly remember.
You don't think you had like a developer role in a game called Dope Wars one time? Nobody ever told
No.
you, said, hey, I got a game I'm making. I'm going to check it out. I want you to play through it and give me some feedback on it.
I'm
Here's
sure
my
that
idea.
part happened. I just don't know if I ever actually played it.
Nobody? Well, I got somebody here who might remember the Dope Wars too.
Oh,
He had an
let's do
idea
this
for a
guest.
game. I'm not sure where he got this idea from, but how about you give us a little info on yourself?
Hello.
Who's
Ooh,
this?
I've been waiting a long time to say that. Hello, gentlemen. Hello. This is the 15th anniversary of maybe, probably. I think. I don't know.
well,
I don't remember the date exactly.
I'll interject right there. I got a little piece of paper here. It's called Game Dates. This is a surprise for you. First
Wow.
date, it says Bugs, 6/1/1999.
So we missed 15th anniversary.
And then Cypher is September 10th, 1999.
So I guess just cancel this then. Stop the whole video. I thought it was a 15th anniversary thing, and I guess it's like coming up
I don't
on
know
20.
if this is for Dope Wars. You want to look at it here?
Let me look at it. Hold
I was going to spring that onto you later, but I decided to do it right
on.
now. I don't know what that is for. It says Volcano, and then
I have no idea
there's a
what this
cookies
is.
date.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if this is relevant,
All
but
right.
A lot of these are food. That's weird. Cookies and olives and a volcano. Well, you can't eat a volcano. I don't know. I'm gonna stick with like probably 15 years ago this game was made.
It was in the Dope War development box I found in the attic, so I figured that was part of it. Maybe not.
Yeah, well, I guess we should start with that. All the stuff from this game I put into a box, and it was in the attic, and kind of recently uncovered it and decided maybe we should dust it off and see how it is aged.
I got a copy of the Dope Wars Volume 1 archive data disc burnt on a CDR that's starting to bronze, like the oxygen's getting to it.
Oh, we should have like a picture.
Yeah.
in there.
Well, I just
Right,
noticed,
man.
Dave, that the CD case is scotch taped closed.
Yeah, I taped that closed, like like for an
For
archival
security.
thing. Yeah, you don't want people to come in there and mess up the historical documents. You go and see something at the museum. It's not just laying out. It's enclosed, and it's protected for that very reason. So I thought it was only appropriate to put some scotch tape
The
on.
front of the CD case is scratched and cracked too, so somebody did try to
It's
get
lived
into
a hard
it.
life. Probably. There was probably some pilferage going on. Somebody tried to steal it.
They couldn't break through the security
They couldn't
systems.
break through
That's
the
what it
tape.
was there.
It's not. I don't want you to think that this is just a hastily put on piece of tape. I really pushed out all the bubbles and stuff, so nobody's getting in there. You really had to know what you're doing.
Do you think 1999 is accurate date?
I feel like that's too old. I was thinking 2001ish maybe. But
don't think
well,
that-
you'll see.
You were inspired by 9/11, obviously.
Well, I don't know that I really ever processed 9/11, and I feel like this helped me.
Still working on it.
I'm still working
Still
on
coming
it.
to
It's 15 years later, and I feel like now I'm ready to just close that chapter of my
This
life.
9/11 anniversary video.
This is now a 9/11 anniversary.
Coping
video.
mechanism.
And if anybody wants to talk about where they were on that day,
Drop a comment, like, subscribe.
yeah, you can like and subscribe. And thanks for watching the video. It's over now.
Donate
so
to our
Dope
Patreon.
Wars.
Well, Dope Wars, yes. Yeah, well, let's call it 15 years. That seems appropriate for how poor this looks. And I guess the background was, and maybe Dave can chime in, I think that I had made a Dope Wars game on the calculator. And I was
Correct.
playing it at school, and a couple people had said, "Oh, wow, that's cool. I want to check that out." And I didn't even have like the transfer cable for the calculator, so I couldn't, short of reprogramming the whole game into their calculator, I couldn't like give them a copy. And I was like, "Oh, well, you know what? I'll just make a computer version, and I can give it to them on floppies," and that's kind of turned into this.
Is that how you remember it, Dave?
Yes.
You don't remember at all.
I remember
He
the
did say-
calculator version.
He did start at the beginning. He said he didn't remember any of this, so I don't know if he's just lying to stroke.
No,
my
I
ego
remember the
or whatever.
calculator version.
All right,
Well, I
yeah.
think-
I remember. I specifically Omar was like, "Can you put that on my calculator?" And like it was possible, you know, like if you had the cable or whatever, but it wasn't like we had Amazon or anything back then. So I was like, I don't think so. So I was like, I'll just make it on the computer. And then I was making it on the computer. I was like, well, it's kind of, you know, on the calculator, you're limited to a text-based thing, so it wasn't a big deal. But on the computer, I felt kind of stupid having, you know, just these text-based numbers. So I said, well, what if you made like a graphical version where the guy could walk around? And I think I sort of accomplished that goal. It's sort of graphical.
I think we got a little proof that Dave is in on the development process of this. Let me get you to the options here.
Oh yeah, here's the options. I want to say something about the options screen though. A lot of people complained because for whatever reason I couldn't capture the enter button. You know, I won't get too technical, you know, in the discussion, but I couldn't capture like the key code for the enter button for whatever reason. So I could only do the space bar. So like to navigate and select stuff, you
yeah.
have to hit space. But nowhere does it say that. And like a lot of people complained when they actually got the game, like they didn't even know how to get past the start screen.
When they got the game.
When they got when the two people in the world got the game, they're like, I couldn't even get past the start screen, so I turned it off. But like, I don't know why I didn't just have like, you know, space to continue.
Or even just
There
write
should-
that on the floppy disk.
Yeah. But I mean, definitely on the bottom of the screen, it could have just been like, you know, space to select, arrow keys to
I
navigate.
said we don't have a copy of the floppy, unless you did.
Yes, I do have a physical version
there
with the
were
little
floppy
label.
disks in this box. I gave them to you because you thought you could pull
Yeah,
stuff off.
I did distribute these via floppy disks.
Well, I'm gonna go down here to
Let's-
the credits.
Let's check the credits. Let's see what we got. Wow, look at that.
All right, first off, is programmer 1M or 2?
I didn't have spell check on MS DOS when I wrote this, so yeah, let's say that's how you spell it. Can we get a fact check?
I don't want to alt tab to.
I have my phone. Hold on.
I'm listed as art and level design. I don't know how much art I did. I think you did all of it. I'm
I
getting a
did.
phone call right now.
Double
actually.
M on Wiki.
So it is 2 M's.
Live phone call.
Like, are we taking our first call?
Yeah.
Who is it?
Hello? Yeah.
Can we put him on the? Can we put him on speaker so we can hear it?
Oh, okay.
Do we have to stop the video?
Okay. No, that wasn't about the video at all. That was.
I guess this is not how I intended it to go in my head, but it's working fine anyway.
What you want me to do? Turn my phone off?
No, we've already gotten this far. I feel like we've been doing this for like 10 years. already.
7:56. 7 minutes 56 seconds.
It's been that long? You're telling me it's probably gonna be like 8-10 minutes before anybody sees the game?
Yeah. But listen, listen.
Well, this is the first take.
I think you
everybody,
did
I'm
all the
sorry.
art. I don't remember doing art.
I think that by level design, I showed you a picture and you told me, get out. I'm playing Ocarina of Time, and then I was like, well, that's
It's probably
that's
no
enough.
mercy if it was 2001.
Yeah, that's enough to get into level. You definitely didn't do any art. An interesting thing too about the art in the original version, I think I improved on this later, but like the art was. Like the textures are like hard coded into the game. So like when I was making the texture, I didn't even have like a visual reference. I was actually like just typing numbers, and then I had to run the game like, oh yeah, that looks kind of like grass, which you'll probably be able to tell on some of these textures.
I see David Strapp as game consultant.
David Strapp, yeah, that's. Are we using real names?
CPAP,
CPAP.
formerly known as CPAP.
Did you guys know that his last name rhymes with CPAP, or was that
Oh
not
no,
part of it?
I didn't realize that. I just thought CPAP.
We're really lifting the curtain today. So yeah, so he was a
He
game
consulted
consultant.
on the game, and then he also
Again,
got.
and again, just to be clear, he doesn't remember any of this. But you were also a game consultant.
Yeah, I remember that a little bit.
You know what's interesting too to note, due to the lack of resolution, I had to drop off people's last names. If you've been in there once,
Oh, okay.
your last name doesn't reappear because I don't have the screen for
All
that.
right,
you
well,
know,
that's a normal thing to do.
Which means I have plausible deniability that I was actually a game tester. I could be a different
yeah,
guy.
well,
Could be somebody else named David.
well, yeah, and then so Dean Steckel, I think I recall he had one lung. Is that accurate?
No, I think it was. I don't know.
Not that that's really. I would have to get the yearbook out, but I thought he had one lung, and we always chided him for that because somehow that was appropriate.
No, it's high school.
Well,
High
Equals the
school.
name of the game.
All right, and then you get your game testers. So all of you get your first name again.
Yeah.
And then I want to. We're laughing, and this is terrible. So Omar Vasquez, as perhaps you recall, David, did die.
Yes.
In Iraq,
Can I jump
Afghanistan,
in and
or
note that
something?
the last time I saw him alive, he asked about you.
See if I can confirm it.
Wow, I feel
I saw him at,
terrible.
jumping ahead a little bit, Edwin Davila.
Edwin Deville also.
I saw
yeah.
him, he had like a birthday party in a hotel room, and me and Mike went, and Omar showed up, and he asked about you.
What year was this?
2007, 8?
Oh, wow.
Killed in Iraq.
PS3
Killed
had
in
just came
Iraq.
out.
Killed in Iraq in service, I guess, of our country, probably, right?
And then one time at work, they had some, I don't know, military academy event come by, and they had one table set up by itself with a pair of boots on it, and the nameplate on the table said Sergeant Omar something Vasquez or Private Omar, whatever his rank was.
Oh, wow. Well, shit just got real serious.
But, you know, he wasn't dead when you first put out this game, so you did update
And
it.
also to explain the RIP thing. So when I found the source code for the game recently, I had to go in and make a few changes. There was actually a DRM kind of thing I put in there that you couldn't play the game unless you had the floppy disk that I sold you. So I had to take that out. And then while I was changing that, I felt like I should put an RIP next to Omar's name.
What can you tell me about John Rint?
He was. I always thought him and Omar were lovers. Wow. But I don't
know who it is.
I don't know. You don't know him. You know.
David,
Who
who is he?
He was a very angry-looking man.
He was
Always
very
had
angry.
The military buzz cut. And
I don't wanna-
Yes, Omar and him were probably more worrisome than me and TJ.
Was he the one
Oh,
that
boy.
he made like the military-themed board game out of like notebook paper or something? That he tried to get you guys to play with him?
I don't know. I don't like to throw around the term white supremacist lightly, but he definitely had that vibe about him.
Look him up on the internet. Or don't.
Safe search.
What about
And then, Edwin Davila, you know better than me now. You've seen him recently. You just told
a couple of
us.
years?
You were at his birthday party.
Yo, that,
Don't deny
that was
it now.
like 10 years ago.
10 years ago. Well, I haven't seen him. I haven't seen him since I was running MS-DOS and typed these characters.
Our
in.
mom is a part of like a Facebook. I'm getting another phone call. The lines are lighting up for this.
Yeah, 2 lines. Is it John?
Hello. Yeah. Right?
Okay.
Yeah.
So for my own education, at what point do you stop the video and start over if it wasn't going to plan?
Yeah, okay.
Or are we
No,
still just
some
rolling with this?
Some people like the alive feel.
All right. Edwin Davila.
It's very real.
Our mom is part of a Facebook group where they do like yard sales or some sort of item exchange. Come give me $20, I'll give you this ottoman or something like that. And one day she found a Chase Lounge that she liked, and she sent me and Dad to go pick it up. And it turns out she bought it from Edwin Davila's mom. So when I got there to pick up this Chase Lounge, Ed came out with the lounge, and I was like, "Hey, I know you."
It is a small, small world.
That was
It
maybe a
meant-
year or two ago.
So you worked on the same game
I think he's a dad
early in
now.
life. He's dead?
No, he's a dad.
Oh. I was like, wow. I was like, I have to put another RIP in this thing. Let me fire off the text editor. Wow. Okay.
Nick Rodkin.
I don't know much about what Nick's up to. My understanding is he had a DWI not that long ago. So hopefully he's doing good with his substance abuse.
You mean the last decade? Because not that long ago, you said I saw Omar recently, and that was like 2000.
I don't know what I just.
What year?
I don't know. Somehow I was.
Is this
I was
slander?
looking people up. Well, it happened. It happened. I think we could probably put a link in the description to. Like the news report?
yeah.
No, that's going too far. But I did read about that. But my understanding is he's like a banker or something now.
Okay.
So I don't know.
Dave, any
I don't know.
thoughts?
I haven't talked to him in a very long time.
I think he's in Florida.
He's in Florida. You know about? Are you looking him up now?
I'm trying to, yeah.
All right.
I might know people who still talk to him. Want me to call him right now?
Get him on the phone line. Bring him in because he
All
was
right,
a
we're at
tester.
14 minutes, 50 seconds.
Is this for real?
Yeah, all right.
Is this how it always goes with you guys?
Special thanks, DOS
All right,
Box.
we'll shoot through this box. The DOS box, I originally used that to when I found the binary for the game. I used DOS box to run it. So thank you to them. QB64. That there's like this is written in QBasic, and now there's a continuing effort to like update QBasic into the next generation. So that's what I'm using to make the changes, and also give like a native Windows version. Which
You still use it
What do you mean?
to make the new one? You're still using the same program?
Well, the code is in QBasic, so like short of rewriting the whole thing in something more modern, like you can use QB64 to like add in new features, which we'll kind of get to in a minute, perhaps. And then these guys here, Dark Dread and Omicron Omega. I have no idea who they are. They were in the original Thanks. They must have, I don't know, been on some dial-up message board or something that
Dave, can you Google Omicron Omega?
It sounds pretty cool.
Do you
so I would
remember what
take his
message
name.
board this was on?
Well, I'm sure it was Game FAQs at the time. It was probably because there was a QBasic board on Game FAQs, and I actually made. Wow, we're really going back. I made a thread on there about this, and I gave the game out to see how people felt about it, and
What kind of feedback you get?
it was not great. It was not great feedback. Yeah, I don't want to really. That's all I have to say. It wasn't great feedback.
Is it archived? Can we find that?
I don't know. I haven't been on Game FAQs in a very long time.
That's still
Oh, we
good.
have an appropriate result. Omicron Omega is apparently an all-black female sorority.
Yes.
Yeah, that's them.
That's what it was actually, because that's where I attended.
Dave, side note, do you call them threads or topics?
Topics.
I say topics too. Thread seems like a more...
Did I say thread?
You did.
So you're trying to call me out?
I don't know. I'm trying to think, like, what's the difference?
A thread is what clothes are made of.
Yeah, but like in forum terms, why is one a topic, one is a thread?
Because when you pull a thread, like the sweater becomes undone or something. I think it's like that.
I think I may have found Dark Dread's website. Sorry, he's got stuff about making
Is Dark
stuff in
Dread the guy who
QBasic.
had the perfect dark ghost hoax?
No, that was that's Yamo's domain or something it was
Yamo?
called.
Remember he had the picture of it projected on
Yes,
the wall?
he was like the super perfect dark researching guy, and he like cracked the ROM open and looked for all kinds of hidden stuff.
And it was all bullshit?
Wow. Yamo, I think I'm almost
Yamo?
positive it was Yamo's domain.
PD Ghostbuster?
And I remember having emailed him and being like, "No, you're wrong." We had like these debates about
And he was wrong.
Perfect Dark and stuff. He might have been
There
wrong.
were no
we were
ghosts.
all wrong. All of us were wrong because we
Or you just
probably had
didn't
a lot
understand it.
better stuff we could do with our lives.
The game puts those sims there to... Why? They just show up right when...
I don't know.
There was a reason, it turns out.
There was a reason, but now we're on.
Okay, well,
So and yeah,
those are all the credits.
but we have some special. We have something special.
Oh, shit, I was
show.
about to...
This is almost forgotten. This is gonna catch David unawares. Why did you go back to that?
Yeah, we got something else to show, David.
Is that what? Did you think that's what we wanted to do?
No.
No. So we have some content straight from the Dope Wars archive
Yep.
/ shoebox.
So, Dave, go to the remote sharing.
I got it.
You can see my screen.
I am prepared.
Okay, can you give me some insight on this?
Boom.
Dope Wars demo survey.
These are surveys I handed out to all the people who played the demo, and I wanted to get their honest feedback. And here we have, straight from history, when Mr. David Strapp was running a 600 megahertz computer, his honest feelings on the game. And we can see his most liked features, things he didn't like. You don't like bus
He
stations?
played
Is that
both
what that is?
versions.
He played, but what did I say there? Have you played a calculator version or a text-based computer version? I don't know what the distinction
Yeah,
was.
what's the text base? Did you have one before? Did you make an earlier one?
Oh, I didn't like create the concept of this game. I mean, this game has gone back, as long as there's computers, people have. I mean, there's a wiki page on this.
On Dope Wars?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not on the wiki page, but there's like it's called like alternately like Drug Wars or something. But this is like going back to on the Commodore and stuff. They had this, so I can't even claim I made up the concept. Although I think maybe this is still like the only visual one, as far as I know.
Oh, yeah?
I think like in one of the Grand Theft Autos, like they added a Dope Wars like mini game. I think in Chinatown Wars you could do that.
I still have to point out that only says David, so I think this is a
Oh.
forgery.
You like the bus... Oh, you like the bus stations the least. But you like the design of Trenton?
It was very accurate. As
Okay.
you will soon see.
There's streets and roads.
You notice how he said he didn't think the character was too small.
No, well, that is funny. Well, neither of them thought the characters were too small, which is.
Well, at the time, we were running much lower resolutions.
Yeah, right. This was probably running at like the native res of people's displays, so to them it was an immersive experience. Did you guys copy off each other? Actually, now that I'm looking at it, because you both didn't like the bus. That's weird though, because
Maybe the bus
Edwin
took too
liked
long
the
in the
station
original
but
version
not
of
the
the game.
ride.
Was that Dave?
Maybe the bus took too long in the original version of the game.
What's funny?
600
Yeah, that's funny
millihertz
you
an
mentioned
hour.
that. So I like how Edwin, he didn't like the station, but he liked the ride. It's almost like
No.
a zen to it.
No, other way
you know?
around. He liked the station and didn't like the ride. Did you say what?
I don't know what I said. Well, whatever is right is what
But
I
the
said.
bus station is nothing.
Always.
How do you like it the most? It's just maybe he liked the bus function.
Yeah, because there is no. That's an excellent point. There is no station. There is words and numbers, but there's no station. But he liked the ride, and David liked the station. Everybody thinks the characters were appropriate size.
David would add GTA 3 Portland, but he would also add Lop Butter.
Cop battles.
Oh.
That's just cop battles. Oh, and then also Edwin. You guys definitely copied each other because Edwin wanted fighting. But I want to let's
I mean,
for the record now. Let's.
It's called Wars, Dope Wars. So I guess
Well,
you figured.
as I said, I didn't make up the name. But I think it's interesting too that David wanted to add a level from GTA 3. That almost gives us some insight in the timing. So this was probably right
Okay.
around when GTA 3 came
Yeah.
out.
Also, I don't know if I'm getting ahead of myself. I got the cheat codes that you tried to implement, and there's a code for Xbox sucks, but you don't have an effect for it, and GameCube, and another code PS2 in second place with no effect.
Wow. So this is really wow. So we know that the Xbox. We know what generation we're
We know
in.
you were a Nintendo fag.
I was definitely probably 'cause I couldn't afford the other consoles. I think someone eventually gave me. I
I bought an Xbox from somebody in high school just to play Shenmue 2, and I've still never played it. I still got my copy of Shenmue 2 on the shelf right over there, though.
And then, so the rating, Dave gave it a 10, which is high praise. Edwin said 9.9, and I almost wonder, like, what was that tenth of a point to him? Like, was
Those
he like,
buses.
I loved it, but the bus, he's like, that bus, it just took that 10th right off the top. I can't give you the 10. And then what would you pay for?
They would both-
You would both pay, and you'd both pay $5 to $10, and I do believe that $5 was what I agreed on in the end, is what I sold it for. And I just want to also clarify this for history. Edwin is the only person who ever bought the game once I
Wow.
finished it. Like, I was working on this game for a very long time because, I don't even know if I had internet access. So a lot of this stuff I had to, like, just figure out on my own, and it took a long time to do it. And I kept on working because I was like, there's a payday at the end. These people said they were going to give me money. And I was sure I was going to be like this little junior game mogul. And I was going to have, I don't know, well, at least $15 from these two things here. And in the end, Edwin was the only one to actually buy it. And I found out later, because again, this was distributed on a floppy disk, he didn't even have a working floppy drive in his computer. So to my knowledge, he's never played the game. He bought it and knowing he couldn't even play it. So maybe next time you guys buy a Chase Lounge or whatever, he could join us and he could finally play it. And I think that'd be beautiful for him to finally, like, I'll give him the $5 and everything, like, but he could finally play the game. I'll give him the refund, and I'll be like, this is what you've been waiting for. You've been waiting 15 years, and here is $5, and sit through this turd.
I got
We have another page.
Yeah.
We have another page. So,
2 more here.
that was a sweet transition.
Oh wait, did you notice that Edwin put his computer as just slow, as megahertz?
Well,
Probably didn't know.
megahertz slow. I also had a slow megahertz back then. John Rent didn't even bother to put anything, so I don't know if he didn't know or. I like how Omar's computer was blowing you guys out of the water. He had a gigahertz.
What did Dave have? I don't want to go back.
600 megahertz.
600. You must have
I mean,
stolen one of those military computers.
Yeah, it was like an army computer. Again, we can use kind of like the processor speed to gauge how old this is. But I like how he wrote 1,000 megahertz or even I put megahertz because gigahertz wasn't a thing yet. So that kind of dates it. Everybody played the text-based computer version, which is weird because, as we've already discussed, like Omar was obsessed with the calculator version. So was it? John says
They both like that you walk around and you
Walk
only
around.
see the person.
I don't know what happened to John's. It's all wet and stuff. You know what? I maybe
Spit on it before he gave it back to you.
well that and to skip ahead. I see that both of them say hell no for would you pay, And Omar put 0, but John put a further no in case I was confused. I don't know if maybe I was crying and I see some of my tears. This might be digital versions of my tears. By the way, excellent band name, and I called it.
What?
Digital versions of my tears is my band name. You're all in it, so.
Character's a little too small.
Well, okay, so he was
John.
What is?
He didn't like that you can't do anything.
Well, he says the only place is the bus station.
Yeah, this is Omar saying that.
Which is also very deep. What does that mean? The only place? Because I mean, like you can see that there's
you can
gonna
go
be
to the
other
bank.
buildings. Unless you couldn't in the demo, that's possible.
And he might not notice because the bank is kind of small. I mean, it's the same size, but you might just think it's like a.
The bank looks like
a
maybe like a spaceship or a muffin or something. I don't know. But they both said the guy was. Oh no! Omar says the guy isn't too small. So I guess John Wren probably had the highest resolution display and/or the best vision.
John says the areas should be the areas around here. Oh, I get it.
What?
And then same like Hamilton, Ewing.
Well, that's.
They both went Hamilton and Ewing there.
You know, that's.
And Omar says Philly, and I'm pretty
birds?
sure Philadelphia is in the game.
Are there birds? I hear birds.
Are there birds in the world? Yes.
Why are there birds? I hear
I hear a bird outside the window, and I heard one coming from Dave. So maybe there's a bird in Dave's room.
All right. Do you have a bird?
No.
You get a pet.
Is a pet? Do you have a pet? What's his name? I can't even focus.
All right. Omar
said.
said add to Philly, and Philadelphia is in the game. Pretty sure.
Yeah. I'm almost positive. So is Ewing, I think. But again, with the demo, I don't know that you could. There probably wasn't a lot of places to go to in
That's a loud bird, actually.
It's a loud bird. It's like so distracting. you're playing like a bird recording, right? Like you have to have.
He's feeding them outside the window.
Aren't you in the park feeding birds?
John says he already told you what he would add to the game. I guess the places. I
wish he wrote it down because I don't know what the hell he told me. Or is that what he means?
Just add more areas.
I do want to comment on that briefly. Like, I've thought of that when I started playing the game, in preparation of this little video. I did think like, why did I put like locations across the country?
Yeah,
like you can go from like Palmdale to Trenton, and like in seconds. And like if we had that technology, like we wouldn't be playing this game. Like we'd be doing a lot more pertinent stuff with our lives. So I don't know why I did that. And he's right. John is definitely right. It should have been a much more localized thing. They should have been. What's he say? Hamilton, Ewing. Yeah, like that's how it should have been. So he was right. I wanted. He's not dead, right? Just Omar.
We don't know.
Well, Omar said the same thing. Again, like, these people definitely copied off each other. This is almost a word for word thing. Well, Omar gave me one. He gave me the lowest. He gave me 5. But I just want to say, like, in respect to those who have served on this 9/11 discussion panel, I want to say thank you and that you were right about the locations of the game.
We're coming in at 28 minutes.
This has been a half hour, so we're probably not going to.
No, this whole first video.
So we're going to do this is going to be a video we just talk about it, and then
we're going to play it.
Okay. So do you want? Should we should start the game though? We should start the game and people should see what they're dealing with.
That's our teaser.
That's a teaser. I don't know.
I think we'll just stop this video and we'll make another one right after this.
Well, what about we should do a character. Let's do a character customization first. I want people to see that.
Okay.
Can you do that, or have you already closed the game?
I'm here.
So yeah, just go to start game and then see the character customization. Also, the passcodes thing.
Oh, I don't know if you want me to go into that right now. I got a list.
No, but there was all. I don't know why I call them passcodes.
I mean, I'm going to do it
cheats.
either when we play or when we do it right now. I'm going to try to put some of these in.
Have you figured out how to get them?
No,
to work?
none of them work. So I'll do it real quick.
Try some of them. I think that maybe they have to be all caps or something.
Right in here, I see one called Ghetto Wheels, which equals bus replaced with busted car. I'm pretty sure you never did that at all.
No, because again, for the viewers that aren't watching, we have a physical copy of the cheats that I intended on implementing, and that's what our host is reading off of. And I don't think I implemented half of these. I just thought of funny names. And
I got an update.
There's no way. I guess really there's no way of knowing right now unless I go back into the code which one's actually doing.
Also, pimp car is bus replaced with a pimp car. I'm sure you didn't do that.
Let's assume that everything that replaces the bus does not.
Let me put in this one called I'm a Pussy.
That I think that works. I do think, but I don't know. I think that works.
If it works, I should get $100,000 at start. But then, but your name is made into pussy. Invalid.
Try it all caps.
Okay. Because then you could put some capital letters. You could put
No. I mean, it's not like it was.
like this.
I don't.
Xbox sucks has no effect, so I'm sure you didn't even think about what you wanted. You just wanted to really
I just
put in
really
that
wanted
Xbox sucks.
just to twist that knife on the no people playing the game.
Now here's Ninja Turtles rules.
Ninja Turtle should work. That should make you a Ninja Turtle.
Is it Ninja Turtles or Ninja Turtles rules? That's what it says
I
here.
think it would just be Ninja Turtle.
Ninja Turtle, like this, no capital letters.
That part I don't remember. So I wouldn't have done like proper English. It's either all caps or none. So try like all caps Ninja Turtles with a. Come on, man. All caps Ninja Turtle. Nonja Turtle. That's my handle now.
Turtles rule.
Nah, I don't.
Invalid.
I really wish.
All right, I'm gonna put in the very first code because maybe you did that way. The first one works. The first one is Trenton Cop. And
That doesn't work. Well, read off what
the
it says. And
the effect of when cops don't shoot back, and I don't think there's cops in the game.
there's no police.
No.
That goes back to cop battles being a recommended feature. And
So you
there's
put in
no-
a code for a feature that wasn't in the game.
I don't think there was a game when I made this list of codes. This was just.
All right, I'm gonna check
Things I
out
wanted
Junkie.
You gotta be forward thinking.
Junkie motherfuckers.
That one should work. But again, I don't know how you're supposed to enter them. But like, all right. So I know that one works because that means they'll always
Are
buy
you sure
drugs.
you know this works?
I'm sure I know that in 15 years ago it worked.
They work if you enter them in binary.
Yeah.
See, the thing is, you put mother with a, but fuckers with an er, so not consistent. And I don't know if you meant to do that, or maybe they're both a's instead of ers.
Yeah, I don't know. But that one should work. The FMV do FMV sucks.
Yeah, okay.
All caps, one word. That should definitely work.
Sucks. You have an X on this card.
I think X. That's the cool way to do it.
Well, actually, you put SUXS. You didn't figure out that X could take the place of CKS. You put
Oh,
sucks.
God, well, you put FMX.
Yeah, well,
FMV sucks. Try that. Come on, man.
I'll try to put a space. Whoop!
Oh, okay. So let's assume that spaces are
I
required.
like the
and caps.
FMV.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, we're not. Well,
Think of how
I
much
like
of
it
your
so
life
far.
you're removing with that code.
well, do you? Well, you wouldn't even. You don't want to play the game at all in this video?
Nah, I mean, we're at 32 minutes right now.
Oh man.
Here's none that I'm sure doesn't work. Open the yearbook.
No.
Nope.
No. But how are the viewers at home even going to see
Make a playlist.
the FMV? Are they gonna, well,
I got Ninja Turtles to work.
What? How? He's
Capital
fucking
N,
going ahead
capital
of
T,
us.
Turtles.
huh?
Capital N, Ninja, space, capital T, Turtles.
I thought he did that.
All capital letters?
No, just capital N, capital T.
Like proper English. No.
Yeah.
This should make your guy a Ninja Turtle. Okay.
What the
Okay.
f-
Now go to view save. And you're a Ninja Turtle.
Wow.
Well, you're a green stick figure, but you're a Ninja Turtle with like a little yellow stomach.
Is that a color combination you can't get anywhere else?
That is true. That is an exclusive. I was going to sell it as a DLC.
Okay,
but,
well, then if that works-
the concept didn't exist. But like Mr. Pimp, I believe, also should be on that list.
Mr. Pimp is not on here. I'll try it.
Well, put in Mr. Pimp. I think this is coming directly from my
Period or
mind.
no period?
I couldn't imagine. Try with no period.
I have this one on here.
I like the noise
Not,
of Dave's keyboard. It's like he's hacking the Gibson over there, trying like all permutations of these codes.
I'm a pussy to work.
what? All right.
Maybe you should.
How is he getting these passwords? How did he know to put that in?
Well, we already covered.
Oh, I
them.
did. You're right. Well, then how did you do it like this, Dave?
Capital P.
Capital P. What about the A?
No.
Wow.
So check the save now. You should have a bunch of money.
I'm still Ninja Turtle, but my
You're
name
gonna
is
be,
Pussy.
well, you can stack them. You can stack them.
Oh, wow. You can stack the codes? Whoa.
You can stack them
Whoa.
codes. Yeah.
Now, if I can get queer to work, would I be pink?
Something makes you pink. It's either I thought it was like Mr. Pimp or something though.
It says queer on this card, but
Only a capital Q.
Capital Q. Also, I think
Jesus, Dave.
I'll probably remove that from.
Wow. That's like a Dave's hacking this shit. Yeah,
was
okay,
made-
Yeah, there you go. Now you're all pink.
I'm Mr. Queer.
Yeah, and you're Mr. Mr. Queer. I thought it was Mr. Pimp. Mr. Queer. Yeah, I'm gonna take that out. So a lot of things have changed in 15 years, and I want to get real serious.
Here's one I'm sure Dave will not get to work. M16
Yeah,
for full auto gun.
yeah. Well, yeah, there should be a code that's like, there's a gun.
No. Here's
I
one
realized-
might work.
I realize this ruins a little bit of the magic, but I can actually look at the source code and see what would work. So I can bring that up on my phone because again,
Tumbleweed accepted.
Tumbleweed. Oh, what does that do though?
Give me weed at the.
Oh, okay, yeah. Oh, I should. I really should put this in the special thank you. But the whole time I was working on this game, I was listening to that. Oh God, what's that dude's name? The Then I Got High album.
Afro
Marley.
Samurai.
No, Afro Man. The Afro Man.
Afro Samurai.
Afro Samurai. The Afro Man album.
Your inspiration.
I was listening to that the whole time on my like big boombox or whatever when I was making this, and that's the whole reason that some of these areas are in there because he would mention them in the songs and stuff.
What, he mentioned Ewing.
Like no. Like that was because that's where we are. But like Palmdale, I think.
Oh.
I think like that. He taught. There was like a song. There might be a song on the album called Palmdale or something.
Maybe.
And that's why I did that. It was almost like a little Easter egg. But for whatever reason, I didn't put him on this special thing.
On this card, it's
Not that he's worried about. Not that he's sitting somewhere like, damn.
On this-
I'm trying to get on a special thing.
on his index card. You have tumbleweed equals 1,000 pot at start. I don't know what the 1,000 units are, but in the game I get 10,000.
Inflation.
See, I was gonna use all these codes to cheat while we were playing. Now Dave knows all of it.
Oh well.
But well, here's another one I'm gonna try. It's Hamster Submarine, and that's gonna
Hamster
It's
Submarine.
gonna put the game into hamster mode with a question mark.
I guarantee you, there's no hamster mode. If there is, I'm leaving. I'm just gonna. I don't know what that could. I don't even know what that could mean.
Oh, I put the wrong thing in at first. I put hamster mode as the code. That's not it.
I'm trying to look through. I'm on GitHub on my phone.
All right,
right
here's
now,
what we do.
looking through the source code.
We call up Edwin DeVilla and we ask him if he knows what hamster submarine is or hamster mode. Dave,
This is
should
like.
know.
This is like the Da Vinci Code. We only have part of the
Oh.
puzzle, and he has.
Oh, here's another good cheat on here. I know what this reference from. Okay, I'm just gonna type it in. Tell me if you know what this is from. Oh, it's invalid. If it works,
Put a period. Put a period or something.
a period
Well, it's a sentence, isn't
or a
it?
comma, like ah
Not
yes.
all yes. Ah,
Oh
yes.
wait, here's the commas don't work.
There is no commas. It's DOS. I don't know.
Ah yes, this
You
shit.
put, it should be ah, shouldn't it?
You have. Oh yeah, you did. I'm sorry.
Ah,
Well,
I'm disappointed in myself.
If it had worked, it would be a preview of Dope Wars 2.
Oh, well, you should have said that. I would have told you that. It's considering it's 2017 and I haven't done it yet. If there was a preview and there was a picture of me sitting on this couch talking about this game,
You
I would,
you can tell
I
us
would have
what's
jumped
from?
out this window. 'Cause,
Can you tell us what all yes the shit is from?
that's Tales from the Hood, right?
Yeah.
Tales from the Hood, yeah. Because when they want to go and buy the drugs off him.
Yeah, he's like a vampire or something.
Yeah.
One of the mini
He's like,
stories
yeah,
in
where
it.
the shit at? And he's like, oh yes, the shit. like that, you know. And he's like a Blackula kind of character. Oh man, that was great. This should work. Roller quarters should work.
Quarters maybe capitalized.
So how about?
Oh, what the fuck?
One of the things I should change. You can't escape. You have to pick something now. One of the things I should definitely change is that so codes. You could put them in like however you want. Like they'll just get up. Oh, there you go. So roller quarters makes the bus free.
Yeah.
You won't see anything on here, but like because otherwise it's not like it's explained anywhere. I think the bus costs $2 to ride or something.
I was gonna say, did you actually get charged otherwise?
Yeah, you would, and it is possible. One of the game over conditions is that you could run out of money and you couldn't leave. And there's actually a special message for that. Something like, you know,
You don't
you're
have
so
no
poor
money.
you can't even take the bus or something. And then I guess you get the game over screen.
Not really.
The only I mean I know you can if you rob the bank you can die. You can get a game over from that screen.
Spoiler.
You can just oh sorry. Yeah, that's
That was the first thing I was gonna do.
Oh, I apologize.
Wow, another one works.
Swiss Bank. Okay, that's a good one too because that does a very high interest
Yeah,
rate at the bank.
30%.
One of the I don't want. Should I give away a tactic? I don't
No,
know if I
no.
wanna give away just
We're gonna play
but,
it blind.
Okay.
I mean, I was gonna hope Dave wasn't looking at my screen, and I was gonna cheat on the entire time. by using these codes, but
Yeah. I would say maybe he wouldn't remember, but we're literally recording this, so.
one more I want to try here. School days.
Nah. What does it say it would do?
Text-based mode with a question mark.
Yeah. I think, let's assume if there's a question mark, I probably didn't do it.
Well, I think that is. Well, this one's definitely not gonna work. If the one with the full auto gun didn't work, body armor will also not.
Yeah, no. What if that one did work? That'd be great.
And that's all the codes.
Great. So you want to do like a character customization, maybe?
Holy shit! Yeah, I guess.
Dude, I mean, we're
We're
already
at 40 minutes.
in the round. Wow. So we'll make it a round out. I thought like maybe you'd want to play like at least so, walk around the little street or whatever, so people can see what like the game.
I think we go right to the head-to-head.
We're gonna do a head-to-head
Spoiler.
video. Oh, spoilers! That's in the next
Here.
video.
How do I do the start game?
Well, just start the game. Do new game. Well, you would be a pussy if you loaded the game. I'm not calling you a pussy, but your name would be Mr. Pussy. CPAP, and then go to edit. And I like how I made edit like a necessity too.
Wow.
So race, there's only 2 races, black and white. And maybe it says something. I put black first. I wonder.
I chose black. I can't tell if I'm black or not.
Well, it's interesting because I think it makes you brown, but on the black background you can't tell. Not that you can tell.
A little bit.
Also, I should note that your default, Max might remember this. Your default character, like colors, your outfit is meant to be the dude from Flashback.
Oh, Conrad?
Do you remember that? Yeah, he's meant to be Conrad from Flashback because he has the brown jacket, the blue pants, and a white shirt, which is how Conrad is
Wow.
dressed. Like that's.
Well,
I don't know why I
another
even
call
did
coming
that.
in.
Got another call. Is this the Flashback developers? I hear they have they redid Flashback. Anybody play it?
No.
Okay. I thought he was gonna take a call.
No,
and they
it's not.
originally left.
Okay, Flashback. They did remake it, and it was terrible. But the best thing about the game was that you can play the original one in a little arcade game in the new one.
To get to New Washington, you gotta go down this hole.
I forget why it was terrible, but it was more of like a shooting game now. But how many pixels is the guy? It's 5 pixels, right?
Yeah, probably 5. Yeah, 3 across for the chest,
But-
the head. Well, maybe 6. Maybe 6 then. Maybe I don't know.
Where's the jacket? I see the white shirt. Are the things on the left and right of the white shirt the jacket sleeves?
Yeah. Well, right. A jacket would probably be his arms are brown.
But when I go to white, they change to pink. So it looks like you got a pink head and pink hands and a white shirt with no jacket.
It's possible that
Unless the jacket turns the hand colors to something.
it's possible that since you've changed the race, that overrode it. You know what I mean? Its default state is supposed to look like Conrad, so maybe he's
okay.
wearing. You know what I'm saying? I think when you change it, it would make the jacket because now.
Now I got a red jacket.
Yeah. So like, if you don't mess with the character customization,
Now I'm fried.
like nobody would, you would look like Conrad.
I'm gonna get myself a yellow shirt.
Are you? Are you?
Pants are gonna be white. Yeah.
All right, we'll do. All right, so play. I want to just bring the screen up. So just hit done. Let's see. Because I don't. No, maybe no one will watch the video. So just do continue, and then you'll.
Well,
just
we'd
be
make a
dropped.
whole other video with just us playing a game. Do you think somebody would be more likely to watch that instead of 43 minutes
Making it
into
through
this one?
this.
This is for history. I'm gonna put tape on this later.
Put tape on it. What?
I was calling back to a previous joke.
He's gonna go down
tape
to
on the-
YouTube and put tape on that, sir.
Yeah, so nobody can open
Yeah.
it.
So you don't want me to go?
Yeah, he can do it. I just want the game screen to be on it. Boom, boom. So this is, for the record, this is David's favorite part. This is the layout for Trenton, and he, you know what probably was? This is probably as far as he got. He probably saw the screen and he was like, "Yep, that's my favorite."
That I know it's Trent.
So you can see the grass.
Yeah.
That's the green pyramids. The trees are the things that look like lemmings from the Super Nintendo. The houses all appear to be laying on their backs, facing up at us. I had a hell of a lot of time figuring out like the perspective of the game because if you notice, the little people are laying on their backs. Or we could look at this screen. The little people are laying on their backs, and the houses are laying on their backs. So I guess we're like playing almost from like Google Earth view. I don't know. And then you have a bus station. That white object over there is the bank. And you're seeing pretty much the whole thing. So you go to the guys and talk to them. The dude. Oh, this is another fun thing. This was never explained anywhere.
Should we save it
And-
for this or the next one?
Well, I mean, maybe.
While we play, because now you give Dave a heads up.
Well, he's gonna have to know this to be able to play the
No,
content
I think
game.
just let him figure it out himself. I think I know what you're gonna say, but I don't want to think about it too much. I might figure it out myself too. You know.
Okay, all right. I guess all right. You guys gonna go into this completely,
as blind as this 45-minute can be.
Yeah. Well, pretend you didn't have a 45-minute introduction to the history of this game. Okay. Well, so that's the game screen.
Yeah.
And if this is this is what
I don't want to give
you're
away
gonna
the
look
bus yet either.
there's with little variation. This is what they all look like. The maps move the stuff around, but generally this is what we're looking at. There's no different houses than this. This is the 3 houses. It's interesting too in the code. It actually specifies like red, blue, and gray house. Like those are only the kind of architecture I thought like there might be necessary. And you got some options, and you can save the game. You can check your status. The options are really just different variations of leaving, which is I think says a lot.
Yeah.
You could restart, you could exit, or you could save and exit. You could cancel. That is pretty much it. There's not a whole lot to it. You just wander around. You try to buy and sell stuff. But moving on the bus is integral because you hope that where you buy it, the price will be higher. No, when you buy it, you want to buy it low and sell high, obviously. So you drive around the bus with the hopes that
Spoiler.
when you get to the
You should just let me try to figure.
economic spoiler,
Yeah.
economic spoiler.
All right. So now we kind of know the point of the game. We're gonna come back
This
with a
is
little
hell of an
head-to-head
intro.
action.
Yeah, that's very fitting. And I also listen. I want to on a personal note. Let's get serious. I want to thank these 2 fine gentlemen for sitting through this and even to do this introduction video and then do the head-to-head because like when we talked about it, I asked Max, I was like, I got the game working again. Do you want to do a YouTube video? And he laughed at me. But as I said before, it's hard to tell what that means. So he laughed. He was like,
Because
I was like, okay, cool.
it took 3 days to get to this point.
And then I asked him a little bit later. He's like, I don't know. And he has worked on this for a very long time, and I really appreciate it. And I think at some point he's probably worked on this longer than it would take me to write the game again from scratch. So, special thanks to you troopers. You didn't die in the line of service like some of the people who worked on the game, but you are heroes in your own way.
Wow. All right, Dave, I'm going to exit this. Oop. Fuck that all up.
So, are we saying we're going to cut this?
Yeah, I'm going to hit the stop right now.